do. They're like, ooh, I like it when you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another live hangout with Team in the Black, where we help others such as yourselves create a profitable business online. My name is Matt Dillingham, and joined tonight by two awesome men who've got to have the privilege of knowing, getting to know more, and become friends with. I'm joined by Max Uhas.
Yo.
Doing good.
Feeling
Good,
awesome.
good. The right running shoes, put in some long tail stuff, and then you also want to have. It shouldn't be here. This link right here, as far as the actual video itself, should be a link to my YouTube channel. That gives it more juice because we guys are pretty cool. I actually kind of enjoy this. I was like, I think I actually like running. So, summer goes through, and we get a letter from a coach saying like, hey, welcome to the team. This is how you practice running. You should start by walking a few minutes, and then jogging for a minute, then walking kind of on and off, with training intervals where you end up doing more running or jogging than walking. You kind of build yourself up. You take it in steps, right? So practice comes. I kind of really didn't do that. I'm running each day. I don't feel like I'm dying. She let us do like, hey, you want to run a mile and a half. On the one day, I remember, just be coming back from about a 2 mile run or so, and I still had enough energy to kind of keep going. I was like, hey, about. Before you do any of this, I should have gone back to this earlier. Before you do any of, type it in the keyword, the title, and then you put in the tags. Before you do any of that, you want to leave it as you're uploading it. You want to leave this as unlisted. This is crucial that you do that. Do not list it as private or public. It hurts. It burns, your legs are tired, you can't do that. When YouTube, like Google, has its spiders that go out there to look for something that's relevant based on whatever algorithm that Google and YouTube use currently, that changes a lot. And it was hot as hell. It was like 3 in the afternoon, which is the worst time to run in Maryland, like summertime, with the humidity up. And I remember staying in line, rolling forward. I remember smelling Bengay off the wazoo, because that's what people put on themselves, right? And we hear the gun go off. We start running. I'm feeling like, oh, this isn't so bad. So I'm running. I come to the first hill on all these turns, and I have a pain in my chest and the burn, and I'm just like, holy shit, this sucks. I hate this. I want time. So before you do this, I didn't know this. We didn't know this. You want to leave it, next time you upload a video, either from your phone, I don't care what it is, leave it as on. Through this, it kind of gets worse, where I started getting bumps and I wasn't sweating. Now, when you're outside and it's hot, you're supposed to sweat. You're not in location. I don't know why it's saying that. If you record it at your hometown in Dallas, Texas, whatever, put that in there. You also want to put in the date. This also helps ranking too. It helps it make it more relevant. Also with the category, that's important also. Now, stay on this page real quick. This is a trick I found out about a while ago. Now, if you have ranked a video on YouTube, and you're trying to rank a video on YouTube and it doesn't show up for whatever reason, here's a nifty trick you can do. Go back to your keyword planner. Okay. You want to take the short URL of the video. All right. Copy it. Go back to your keyword planner. Make sure you're logged in. And you guys are like this. As soon as the upload is taking a while. Uh-oh. Okay. Now, when you do this, there's one thing you have to make sure of. Click on where it says search new keywords using a phrase, website, category. Now, for targeting, you make sure you want to have it on all locations so it goes everywhere. what you want to do, see where it says your landing page? Paste your YouTube link into the landing page. Okay? When you do that, you click on Get Ideas. There's a reason you want to do that with the short share link and the long tail link. The long tail link is this page. The long tail link is this one right here. You want to do that with both. The reason being is that when you do this, you can click on Keyword Ideas. What this does, all right, it is telling Google itself, all right, and YouTube also, what it's going to do, it's going to extract the keywords that you've tagged in your video. But here we would just put a whole bunch of other keywords into it, and then hopefully it was ranking. I found out the keywords from the YouTube link that you have, you're pretty much like re-indexing your video to rank in YouTube a lot faster, okay? And this is something I found out, and I said, "Oh my God, I had no idea about this."
So wait, so you just basically so basically this is how to rank for your own video in Google and more or less ping your video through.
Yeah. And what you're doing is you're telling Google the spider URL for the short and long ones, which is stored in its spider database. Will allow you to rank a lot faster instead of typing it up and uploading it. It's telling Google to relook into this to tell me. Some things I tried, it didn't work, but I kept going. So if it doesn't work, you can try and re-optimize it. But the point is, keep going and see what else you can do, because some things are hard as hell to work for, especially if you're trying to do something where you're competing with like Amazon, like some really top-rated authority site that unless you have a team of marketers like in a budget like they have, you're not gonna rank for it. So to start this, it wasn't this one, but it was like a couple of them. I did that and I typed it in and it ranked on like the first page, and I was like, well, shit, I had no idea. It's Ninja.
Right there. That is a cool idea. So combine both of those together. Make sure that you upload the video unlisted, make all the changes, and then go do that. Okay, so wait, let me make sure I understand this.
Okay.
So you uploaded the video unlisted, you made all the changes, and then did you make it public before you went out to Google AdWords?
What's trending and what's not? What you did? I was uploading. I made it unlisted. I optimized it. I did all this stuff here. Which, by the way, for those of you who are watching this, because this can take a while to get in the flow of things. Once you do, it becomes pretty simple. Sometimes there's a button, but what you can do to make it easier, if you're gonna rank for spike of whatever she had a lot of interest, but as you can see, there's almost no interest in here. And for one thing is, you do not want to try to paste it, change the words a little bit, and you're good. That way, you won't get slammed for duplicate content.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, John. I mean, you upload it, leave it unlisted, optimize it, make it public, take the URLs, the short and the long one, and use and YouTube too.
That's a nice ninja trick right there. That's a good one.
DVD selling or trending right now, but this is one thing you can do to look at to see what is hot right now at the moment. A couple things you want to do to make your stuff stand out. I don't know where it is on here. Why can't I find it? I'm trying to look for where you can do annotations. Annotations are pretty easy to do. And annotations are what you see where, I know you guys seen videos where you're watching a video and all of a sudden this here we go, annotations. Annotations are basically when you're watching your video or any video out there, and then you may see a message that says, hey, subscribe here for this or do this, whatever, right? At any one point in any video you do, and this will help make your videos more interactive, it'll make you do stuff. Any one point in the video that I've done, you can add it. That's a great picture of me. You can do speech bubble, note, title, spot, whatever, right? So you can put something anywhere. For example, you want to type it and says, click here to find out more, as an example, okay? You can link that back to your YouTube channel. If you want to link it to a video or a playlist or your profile page or a subscribe button or whatever. Here's something that you could do. If you're low on a budget and you're trying to do YouTube PPC and you're doing all these videos, for example, Epic Story Funnel, you want to put out your proposition videos, you can have another video out like this that says, you want to learn how to tell stories for your MLM company or your network marketing business? Click here. You can link it to another video you have that lists a store you have or selling something back to that video without you having to do anything. This saves you money, saves you time. You don't have to worry about how to run a YouTube PPC campaign. I was like, well, that makes sense. Saves you time and effort. But this is stuff you want to do because if you notice that you've seen this in videos before where if you make out, you want to do your keyword planner. One thing I'll learn about this, me go into this, why is that loading? Okay. Now when you do this, you gotta have, a Gmail account to get this to work for when you go on the, click on something. And as far as getting traffic to it, yes, you can rank it and you can let traffic and what you want to do. And here's the thing about Google Keyword Planner. I did manually, and manually is simply posting on social media such as Twitter, Google Plus. I have it set where as soon as I upload a video and make it public, it'll upload automatically to those two accounts. There's another way you can example again, how to make money online. It's real simple. Instead of trying to find something else out. So you want to click on Get Ideas. I think it's taking a bit longer because I'm sharing on Google Hangouts. So here's the thing that what we did before that isn't right. See, what we're on here is the ad group ideas, and this is cheap. You can do it it's $7 one time, which I think you guys may know about it. But if you're going to submit your URL and they have other, you can submit 3 URLs up to 25 sites, something like that. You want to put in the URL here, copy and paste it, put in the title, add a description, pretty simple. And then the tags we have for the video, put in the tags here. And then from there, you put that in there and just let it go. And if you do this daily on a consistent basis, you build up over time. And as Rushlow said in Hangout last Tuesday for Next Level Mastermind, the question you got to ask yourself when you do this, guys, and you're not getting results you want, you got to ask yourself, what am I doing consistently on a daily basis? And I've had this burn in my head ever since Russell's been working with us. It's only that which is done daily yields results. I'm gonna say it like this. You also want to segment it to the statistics by month, okay? And you can save it to your Google Drive. That's what I've done. And I can show some stuff here to show you what I've ranked on. I don't like doing it in Google so much and having to turn off my so instead of having to turn on my private results to sign out of Google, I do it in my Firefox, with personal development, make money from home.
Hey Matt.
Yeah.
Real quick, Gary couldn't see good
niches, things like that. Cancel this. Boom, boom, boom.
Back to that real quick and maybe zoom in on your screen.
How to zoom in on the screen? All right, so you can see where.
So Gary, basically, see right there, he's grabbing the URL. So there's two places you grab the URL. You grab the
I've been really slow tonight. There's a better way to do this. Sorry, Johnny. So Gary, to best help you out, log into your YouTube account, click on the video that you want to optimize, You can grab the long tail one here, copy and paste that, and then if you want to share it, you can get the short-term one, the short URL right there to make it really simple and easy. How to make money online? You simply go into your Google Keyword Planner, and let me go back. And when you want to click on where it says search for new keywords using a phrase, website, or category, you put in the YouTube. Okay. So what's a good example I could use here? Not Google to kind of re-index it to spider it again, which forces it to rank faster because then Google's like, oh, this must be important. It's a neat trick. Now, mind you, I don't know how long that'll last because Google changes stuff all the time, but the website itself. All right. Now, when I've done it, I'm going to bring up what's relevant. That's what they go by. It's also why they changed it for free, like up to like I think 3 people spamming and coming up with all sorts of crap all the time, where they want to make things more relevant. So let's see, what's one that I did? Let's show you guys some results here. What I've been able to do just using this stuff. I'm in trouble instead of having to use just Google Keyword. Now, when I've done this, it does. When you're typing in a word, one thing I forgot to mention is that if you're going on YouTube, as I'm typing this in, as you can see, those are keywords you can use in your videos also, because that's what people are putting in. The same thing. You can also do videos on those titles. So whatever keyword you're typing in, whatever comes up, those in your tags, and then do videos on those words too. So that way you'll never run out of videos on like topics to do videos on. That's like one big thing for a lot of people. It's like, how do I do this? How do I get more words and everything else? So I'm not signed in here, and oh look, it's Max Juhas. It was from our hangout from last week. We ranked, and oh look, there I am. You can see it right there. So on the first page of YouTube, and I did one where it was. See, this is what they're using as far as trying to rank for this stuff. You could use these word topics outside the niche, thinking it might be like easier to do. And I did one. See if it comes up. It should. Yep. Energy flows, focus goes. And then I also did one where I think I did one where it's called attention. So what you want to do is use obviously those keywords. Nope, I don't. Now, with that being said, all the keyword research that you've done, I'm telling you, you want to set aside one. Let's see, I think I did one for these. No, not that one. I know I did one on Google, what I want to do. So the other thing I said I was going to cover was that I know some people will. Oh, here we go. I shot this 2 days ago. Here I am. How to sponsor more reps. Now, here's the funny thing. I ranked for this on YouTube, okay? But I've gone to Google and typed in nothing on there. No Biggie Smalls. Here I am for that. I did some other stuff. Oh, here I am again. I'm on there twice. So it without warning. It works, guys. I mean, I've done how to sponsor more reps, different recruiting, things of that nature, and I've shown up for it, And I even did one promoting the Epic Story Funnel. I forget what it was. No, it wasn't. I did a video on that, but going back to recruiting. Right there. So you rank for that one too. sitting there thinking like, yeah, guys. I mean, what I've taught tonight is just simple things to do, nothing complicated, and definitely ranking a video is a lot more simple than doing a blog post. I will tell you that right now. I've only ranked one blog post, but a lot of my blogs that I've done with the military have gotten shared. But what really helps with ranking, Rushel says before, yeah, you can rank, we can do it, but what's really going to help it is when you have more people commenting, basic interaction. It makes it more relevant. That's what's going to show up. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. I mean, if we want to, we can do a private team hangout on this one day, and I can go over it in more detail and show what else is there. But as you can see, it's to show you. I did this one like a couple days ago. It's got a couple of views, only 2. I ranked this one too. But basically, I'm on the right spot. Video manager. Okay. Now, when you are going to rank a video on YouTube, there's a specific format you have to follow. Last time we did this, it was in my gut that tells me I need to do one. And then now, when I do a video, I think, well, how can I rank it? Now I'm in the habit of it, and I'm stuck through it. So I decided to try this out and stick with something and learn about myself through the process. That's what it comes down to. It's enjoying the process and learning about yourself and seeing, you know, what can you do. And plus, the great thing about what we do, guys, is that what we're learning here isn't just the whole, you know, something to make money in line. We're learning skills. Skills you can use to do anything else that you want. Skills that you can use to market yourself, to create another stream of income once you've mastered it, because few people learn this stuff and will stick to it to master it, and then once you have the skill, you can charge people for it to help them out with something. But the intention you want to have is really help them out, more importantly. So with that being said, that's all I got for tonight. I know Max, I was gonna help you give everyone tease for next week, and then I'm gonna end it because I gotta share with you guys a major breakthrough I had today on really what it takes to kind of, you know, build this and do what we're doing. So final thoughts, guys? Anything? Did everything make sense? You guys get some value from that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch the replay though, because my Wi-Fi kind of crapped out about 20 minutes into it. I was rebooting my entire system, but yeah, I mean it's the technical. You know me, dude. It's like I hate technical. You know, but the mastering of technical stuff sometimes. You know what I mean? It's sometimes it's like learning to drive stick.
Yeah.
You know, it sucks when you're learning. You know, you're stalling the entire time.
Yeah.
And then once you get it, you're like, oh, this is like, it's not. You can pretty much do it with your eyes closed. It just becomes second nature. So from that sense, like, yeah, you know me, dude. It's like I love little tricks and tweaks and fun stuff that you can do to just kind of make your life easier and rank videos easier. And I'm still trying to figure out where the sign up came from yesterday because I have no clue. So, you know, I've been going back through. I'm like, where did I don't even know what post. Anyway, yeah. But for those of you guys, like, just to recap on a video, Matt, that was phenomenal training, man. Like,
Thanks.
Because I know you've been like, I gotta get, you know, and basically you've been pretty much ranking videos every day for the last 2 weeks now, right? Like just posting them and ranking them and posting them and ranking them.
I've just been like, go through the process, see what I can do, and just it's more of a tactical thing than a strategy. Because you're the thing, dude, if you're gonna do this, guys, it's like you can rank a video, but you have to stay in the very beginning. Hey, my name's Manny, co-founder of Team Black. This is a video about, you know, how to rank views on YouTube. But then you have an intention of purpose. Because I'm telling you, like, after doing views for a whole month, like consistently, I was like, I got to the point real quick. I was like, wait a minute, if I'm doing a video today, what's the goal? What do I want them to do? Do I want them to comment? Is it like? Is it share? The call to action? Is it to subscribe? Whatever it is, you can have that because we've all done this in the past. I don't know why we forget. We'll do a blog, we'll do a video, and then all of a sudden, putting it, you want to leave this as unlisted. This is crucial that you do that. Do not list it as private or public. unlisted. Poll along with the topic of what I'm going to do. Big things, which
There you
you
go.
forget.
Yeah. It is. It's important, man. I think realistically, if you're gonna shoot a video, like so I posted a video on Facebook today, right? And I gotta say, I probably did about 7 takes of that video before I even published it, because you know me, I get a tendency to start rambling and stuff, and if I don't have like a direct, like I knew what I wanted to say, and then like I started veering off, and then like going right, and then going left, and then, like not while I was driving, because I was actually shooting it while I was driving, but like my thought process was like, and I was like, no, stop, do it again, stop, do it again, stop, do it again, and here's something cool that I picked up though when I was at Sharp's event. So Josh Elder was one of the guys there. That was he's killing it on YouTube. And what he said, which was kind of funny, because it kind of goes along the lines of this, was basically like, well, he does a lot of Fiverr gigs with his videos, and if you're gonna do backlinking on your videos, and this is all technical stuff, guys, and if you guys
saying that. If you record it at your hometown in Dallas, Texas, whatever, put that in there. You also put in the date. This also helps ranking too. It helps it make it more relevant. Also with the category, that's important also. Now,
bots. So like literally, if you know how it's like the link and then what's the text. So in the backlinking part, like he'll actually like the link and then the actual name of the video in the link. You know what I mean? I don't know why it makes a difference, but it does make a difference. That guy ranks videos all day long. So just a little tidbit on that.
Of the video, all right, copy it, go back to your keyword planner, make sure you're logged in, and you guys are like, as soon as the upload is taking a while. Uh-oh. Okay. Now, when you do this, there's one thing you have to make sure of. Click on where it says search new keywords using a phrase with category. Now, for targeting, you make sure you want to have it on all locations so it goes.
It was like storytelling and storytelling and storytelling. And this was like storytelling with like action. You know what I mean? And it's weird. It was a weird spin on like what I'd already learned, and I felt like I had like a leg up on everybody that was just kind of there already. I tell my story like I've already, but at the same time I was like, I'm just gonna not act like I know everything right now and just be like, just listen. And what you have to realize is it's kind of like this, and this is what happens because if you've been to events, like if you guys have ever been to like a big event where there's like hundreds and thousands of people, and this was the difference, because there was only like 10, 12, 13 of us there compared to like a couple hundred or a couple thousand people at an event. Everyone kind of just it was kind of like a weekend hangout, where we're just talking about marketing and talking about us. And what you come to realize is that the people that are like and I'll tell you the truth, like the difference between a lot of people that are killing it right now and the people that aren't killing it right now is literally just action. It's literally the difference between somebody takes a whole lot of action and makes just is productive. It's like what Matt was saying. It's like what you do consistently on a daily basis, creates results, compared to somebody that thinks about and wants to perfect everything, gets stuck in learning mode and learning mode and learning mode. Because, and I'm not going to mention any names of like people, but I mean, but there were some guys I was looking at and I was like, you're making how much? I was like, no way, dude, because you're like, no way, and I'm just, but like, really? Like, and it's funny because for the longest time, I was stuck in like learning mode. You know what I mean? I was stuck, well, I've got to learn this, and I've got to learn that, and I've got to learn this, and I've got to learn that, and then I got to perfect this, and I got to perfect that, and I'm looking at some of these guys who are like, yeah, man, all I did was just do what they told me to do, and it didn't really matter how good it was, I just did it. And I was just like, and this is how you're just creating results. You know what I mean? And it's screwball, but that's actually so in a sense, it's like take action, market your ass off, and market your results. You know what I mean? And leverage your results. And I'm actually I got some cool stuff in store for next week. You know, like what we're actually going to go over, like literally word for word what we're going to go over, because I walked out of there with a head full of knowledge, and I don't even want to start talking about it right now because it's just this can go on for another 3-4 hours. But just realize, and this is really it, okay? And I'm actually gonna stand up for this because that was one of the things that they were like. I was like, so you guys all stand when you're doing videos? They're like, yeah, we stand. I was like, why? I was like, because the energy's better. So I'm gonna stand for this, okay? I'm gonna rearrange my camera because I've been sitting here. You have so much power inside of you, and if you don't take advantage of it and you don't actually like harness it and just like channel it, you're doing yourself a major disservice. You know what I mean? Because every person in this group, because like literally,
I don't. Sometimes a button, but what you can do to make it easier, if you're gonna rank for similar things, you don't want to write a whole slew of paragraphs over and over again. Just copy and paste one of them, paste some Word document. That way, when you go to
because it's like you see, and there were people. I mean, there were 20-year-olds and like 50, 60-year-olds, and I mean, there was a lady there who could have been my grandmother. I think she was 71, and this woman amazed me. Like, oh my god, dude, she
optimize it, make it public, take the URLs, the short and the long one, and you extra videos, and YouTube too.
That's a nice ninja trick right there. That's a good
one. Yeah. Oh yes. Good. Now that's pretty much all it is for ranking, but you can do all this stuff and it's great, but there's a couple things you want to do to make your stuff stand out. And I don't know where it is on here, but why can't I find it? I'm trying to look.
And everybody has something about your life, something happened to you where you're able to inspire somebody. You know what I mean? And it's like, and what's really cool is, and I hate to put you on the spot here, Matt, but it's like, I remember, you know, a while back, Matt, and I'm going to sit down now.
It says, hey.
But I'm going to keep one leg on the floor so I can chat. But anyway, but I remember when Matt was like, you know, Matt was like, I hate blogging, I hate doing this, I don't know what my niche is, I don't know what my why is. And I think one of the first conversations that me and Matt ever had was this. I was like, who are you marketing to? He's like, I have no idea. I was like, so you're just basically throwing hand grenades out into the world and, you know, trying to catch something. He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, you got to understand like who you're actually talking to, understand your market, understand your niche, understand. And this is kind of it, guys. And it's like, I can't tell you your niche. This is you have to really chunk down and figure out why did you get involved in this? You know what I mean? Did you get involved in this just to make money? Because if you just got involved with this to make money, you're going to struggle. You know, and that was one of the, and this is why I keep saying that was one of the major things. But like literally, it's like if you just get into any type of business to just make money, you're going to struggle. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're not going to come through as authentic. You're not going to come through real. You're just going to come through just real half-assed, you know what I mean, in your message, in your vision, in your story, in anything that you do, because it's just going to be about you getting paid, you know, and that's, I mean, like, and you know, and Russell's been on this tirade about this, and this is actually, I love watching him do this because it's literally just like, you know, I'm tired of this 500 a day formula stuff, and, you know, buy my new product and get rich tomorrow. And that's unfortunately what a lot of, like, you know, affiliate marketers and online marketers have kind of fallen to where it's like, I'm just going to hype sell and hype sell and hype sell it and not back anything up. Whereas, like, you
interactive, you know, you stand up from the crowd, and especially if more than one of them,
you know, kind of join you or sign up with you if you're just hype with no real value, you know. And it's like you got to give to receive, you know what I mean? You've got to give value to receive a following, you know what I mean? You've got to, you literally just, it sounds kind of so cliche, but it's like, it's almost like you want to pour your heart out, man. It's when you're extremely genuine, you're extremely real, and you're just yourself, and you can honestly like look all of your past failures and struggles and, you know, obstacles and everything that's ever happened to you, and face them and admit them and come to terms with them. You know, that's really when you step into your power. You know what I mean? That's really, you know, it's like when you try to like, well, that never happened, or, I don't really want to talk about that, or that's a sensitive. No, it's like fuck that, man. It's like get out of your own way. You know what I mean? Get out of your own way. Stop overthinking and just and literally just start playing big. I made it, and it's weird, like because we had all these little sit downs, and it's like, all right, cool. So what did you learn, and what's your commitment going forward? And it was like, and my commitment to myself was just like play big. You know what I mean? Play big. If I'm gonna play, I'm gonna play big. You know what I mean? It's not. I'm not gonna play small. It's if anything, it's just like I'm gonna play big. And everybody that I talked to there, or the guys that are doing like serious work online,
builds up over time. And as Rush said in Hangout last Tuesday for Next Level Mastermind, the question you got to ask yourself, when you do this, guys, and you're not getting results you want, you got to ask yourself, what am I doing consistently on a daily basis? And I've had this burn ever since Russell's been working with us. It's only that which is done daily yields results. I'm gonna say it.
It was just awesome, man. It was awesome, and you realize that everybody is like a real person. It's just because like we're marketing online, and just because, and I got something in my eye, but like just because we're marketing online, it doesn't take away the human aspect of this. And it's like just be real with people. Don't try to tell people what you think they want to hear. You know what I mean? Because there's so many people out there that are just telling people what they think.
So turn off my. Here we go. Give me 1 second. So instead of having to turn on my private results and sign in on Google, I do it in my Firefox browser. And
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Real quick, Gary couldn't see good enough on his screen where you pasted the two links in AdWords. Can you go back to that real quick and maybe?
Did that make sense? Matt got me. Okay, because but that's kind of it, man. It's like when you have a message and you know what you're doing and you know why you're doing it, it's just like that is so much more powerful than any system or any product or any comp plan
for sharing.
Okay.
So you want to grab both.
I'll keep it simple. Here's the best way to do this. Sorry, John. So Gary, to best help you out, log into your YouTube account. Click
out like what your niche is and what your message is and who you're marketing for. You know what I'm saying? Like who you're trying to connect with. You've had people connect back with you to where it's like, hey man, I read your story, or how do we hook up? How can we hook up? So and that's basically how you build a following. You know what I'm saying? People follow people. You know what I mean? They don't follow businesses. And you've seen so many posts on this so far. I mean, I know Abram put a post on it, like Landon put a post where it's like you got these guys that just jump ship and jump 4 or 5 companies a year because it's the new hot thing, and they're just making money off the hype. And then a month or two later, the hype is on. And now the business slows down, and they still don't know what they're doing. They still don't know how to market. They still don't know how to inspire people. They still don't know how to actually like connect with people and be real. And
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Continue. I'm going to end it like you're going exactly where I'm about to
end
this.
So this is what I'm saying, man. I know this, because I like to ask questions. When I meet somebody that's more successful than me, because I don't take a lot of advice from people. You know what I mean? I take advice from people that are doing what I've
been able to do just using this stuff. I typed in, because I know Max is on here, I did punch fear in the face. And one thing you guys do too, that one of the most consistent answers I've ever gotten from people was, consistency. You know what I mean? It's longevity and consistency. It's like I do consistent work, and I don't look at I don't focus so much on short-term results. I focus more on like long-term results. I build relationships, and those relationships basically get me to where I am today, and it's the same thing in sales. It's the same thing in relationships. It's the same thing in love. It's the same thing with your friends and your family. Videos on. That's like people. Whereas like if you actually take the time to know people and learn from people and build with people, that's where real relationships gets built, and that's where trust gets built, and that's where people. I mean, anything can happen, and people will still be with you. You know what I mean? They'll still join with you. They'll still want to follow you because
if you're genuine, that's what people really connect with, because there are so many ungenuine people.
Video that because I wanted to do videos on
Not even their fault. It's literally they're just doing what they think that they should be doing. You know what I mean? It's like the corporate America mindset taken to real life outside of online marketing. You know what I mean? And you meet people like this all day long. It's like oh well, I don't really want to tell you what I want to what I think, so that's nice. And it sucks, but it's like there are so many people out there that are actually afraid to speak their mind. They're afraid to really just like tell everybody.
Nope, I don't. Let's see. I think they're one for these.
Guilty of this. I know I used to be guilty of this, where it's like I would hold back. I would hold back what I thought. I would hold back my feelings. I would hold back my ideas and my opinions on stuff because I didn't want to offend anybody. And all it ended up doing was hurting me. And it's the old thing where it's like you can't please everyone. You know what I mean? If you try to please everyone, you're gonna fail miserably. You know what I mean? And it's just like as long as you're true to yourself and as long as you're true to your message and you do what you're supposed to do, you're gonna find the people that you want. You're gonna connect. You're gonna surround yourself with the right people. You're gonna connect with the right people. You're gonna basically build a following and build a tribe and build whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? But that's how it works. It works because you're honest. You know what I mean? And you're real, and people feel that. Okay, whether it's via video or belly to belly or whatever you want to call it, it's like you can do it on a phone. I had a phenomenal conversation with a dude today, man. I never met this guy. We've chatted, It was weird as we chatted briefly on Facebook. But I decided he gave me his phone number. I decided to call him, and what he's doing is just amazing. And it's really screwball. It's really bizarre how you start channeling your energy and you start deciding to. I'm going to attract the right people. I'm going to connect with the right people. It's the difference between I'm going to land the plane, John. Don't worry about it. Compared to, well, I don't want to work with people that are losers. You know what I mean? And it's like once you get the mindset of just like attraction versus like repelling, shit just falls into place. Okay, so that's all this is. I'm landing the plane now, John. Thank you very much. Steph wants to know what Chubby Cheeks is. Milo, come here.
Hey John, you got anything to say before we close it?
Hold on. My son has to make it admit. There is no hangout with Milo jumping
Well,
on.
I didn't want Max to ruin what he's got going on next week. So
Oh yeah.
So hey, a couple of things, Matt. I'm giving you a challenge. I want you to try it. Hey Milo, how you doing, buddy?
Here's Milo. All right, John. It makes it more relevant. That's what's going to show up. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. I mean, if we want to, we can do a private hangout on this one day, and I can go over it in more detail and show what else is there. But as you can see, it's on some things, and still going through mastering process. But this is something I definitely like doing. And that's also why funny.
See how this, these tricks, this ninja stuff, actually works because I think it'll actually work really well.
Yeah.
I'm pretty stoked about what you talked about tonight. So
yeah, I mean it's what the fuck are they doing? Anyways, rank 2 minutes for high searched terms.
Yeah, like MLM or something.
What can you do? And plus, the great thing about what we do, guys, is that but yeah, that's one thing. So, all right, I have YouTube coaching on Sunday, so.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool, and then maybe we can play with that and do what Max was talking about, and try and get some backlinks from Fiverr through Fiverr or something like that. So,
yeah, you got it. That's something I haven't gone on to, but basically, guys, once you have the skill, you can charge people for it, but the intention you want to have is really help them out, more importantly. So, with that being said, that's all I got for tonight. And Max I'm picking up right where Max left off. Max makes a point of really how this is built. I had this realization today because Rush was talking on the Hangout from last night. I was watching today while I was at work because I'm effective being productive right now or efficient. And he was talking about how he was at a general internet marketing event, and there's a guy on stage who's very successful. He didn't mention his name, and there's two front rows of people who are very successful or have earned upwards of like multiple six figures to like seven figures. They know what they're doing. And the guy had asked them and said, look, you were on a list and you got an email that you clicked on that changed your life. And he asked them to stand up. They all raised their hands one by one. And, he says point like, you guys can't be mad that you only have 100 people on your list. And the whole point is that, if you have people on your list, I don't care if it's 5 people, that's 5 people, not leads. Because we get in this mindset of like everything being a lead. That's not a lead. That email is someone who trusts you enough to give you their email address who wanted more information. There's a living and breathing soul who has feelings, hopes, dreams, aspirations, desires. This is a person. So you got to treat them. What I was getting into, I realized today that Max got into, is that what I realized that in our industry specifically, with the network marketing MLM niche, we get screwed up by the whole, pain, adaptation solution, this is the latest strategy, this is the latest tactic, you need this affiliate product, because I've bought 2 affiliate products. I'm on so many, different lists, and every week, I swear to God, every week there's a new damn product coming out. And it's like, how in the world does anyone succeed if they always have to buy something new every week? They can't master anything. Because here's the issue, is that this is a people business, and this is why it's so simple, and this is the biggest thing I've realized today. Max, you kind of got this, I believe, from the Weekend with Sharp. People keep it simple, they do simple things, but they realize that, like, in our niche, the way it works, Aaron Raskin, 7-figure earner, is right. I've heard him say this multiple times. It wasn't until today I finally got this in my head. Your product is not your product. Your product is your people. What everyone's been doing, I just realized that, well, yeah, okay. I'm hoping someone joins us, and then when we get leads and they don't join, we're like, what's going on? This is a business that requires you to develop your skills to relate to people. Quick story on this, real quick story. I know it's in the Magic of Believing. A woman who was interviewing 2 candidates who were vying for like the British Prime Minister, some position back in England. It was Benjamin Disraeli and his rival, which I don't remember. The lady said when she spoke to people that the guys were very interesting, very smart, very respectable. But then she said that when she sat with Benjamin Disraeli and talked to him, he made her feel like she was the most interesting person in the world. That is what we're doing. It's relating to people, caring about them, bringing them in, building them up, believing in them and what they're doing. Follow me here. And how do you do that? You're not marketing a system. You're not marketing a product. You're marketing who you are. And how do you do that? You do that by effectively communicating your story, because that's what people buy.
And this is technical stuff, guys. And if you guys have any questions, please post them in the comments below, because technical stuff can, if you don't know what we're talking about, if you've never done a YouTube video before,
Bring them in, you believe in them, and they stick around. Because guess what? You can market any damn system on the planet, and that's fine. And guess what will happen? That system
has something to do with the bots. So, like, literally, if you know how it's like the link and then what's the text. So in the backlinking part, like, he'll actually like the link and then the actual name of the video.
Not live by a system. You live by a system, you die by the system. You know what can't be replaced, my friend? If you're watching right now and you're resonating with this, I'm talking to you exactly. You, my friend, cannot be replaced. You are the only copy of you that ever has been and that ever will exist. I'm a sin. You, there will only be one of you that has been, and will never ever be another you ever again. You cannot be replaced. You cannot saturate the market. Nothing can replace you. I can't be Max Watts. I can't be John Newton. No. So that's what you have that no one else has. What you have is your own damn story, and that's how this works. You sell people your story by effectively communicating it. Your strategy is your story. The tactic matters partially, but once
like Epic Story thing, Epic Story Academy, a lot of it was like storytelling and storytelling and storytelling, and this was like storytelling with like action. You know what I mean? And it's weird. It was a weird spin on like what I had already learned, and I felt like I had like a leg that was just kind of there already because I was like I know how to tell my story. Like I've already, you know, but at the same time I was like I'm just gonna not act like I know everything right now and just be like just listen. And what you have to
what are we doing? This is where I've been. This is my struggles, my story. This is my vision. This is what we're doing. You run with me. I'll give you what you want. You feel better. You have peace of mind. I'll bring change. Change help get you to where you want to be.
just it was kind of like a weekend hangout, you know, where we're just talking about marketing and talking about us. And what you come to realize is that the people that are
Max has seen it. Maybe John see it. I'm gonna fire it because I realize this, and it's so simple. It's all it is. Just get your message out. Speak your vision. Speak your world disease to say, this is what I'm gonna do. That's a period, and just act like it's gonna happen no matter what. Because I'm telling you right now, my girlfriend has got a trip in November. I will be at that damn trip. I will be doing this full time. That's a period. Give myself to the 1st of November. Get the hell.
And I'm not going to mention any names of like people, but I mean, like you're making how
We'll have at least 10 veterans who will be 6-figure earners. Another 10 who will be 6-figure earners. I will have a total number of people, 20 people on the team who will be 6-figure earners. That's it, period. I don't care what anyone thinks. What matters what I believe. I'm going to create that. I'm creating it as I speak right now. Damn it. That's just going to happen. Watch me. Whether you join me or not, that's fine. That's okay. That's your choice. But this is what I'm going to create, period. I do not care. I'm not stopping. And that's where I'm going. And the team's going to run with this because you know why? This is part of our vision is to get everyone in the black. We will have a team at events. We'll be no less than Red Lanyards and above. Everyone's shouting out, we were ITB, we're in the black. That's where we're at. That's where we're going. So you, my friend, if you're watching,
walked out of there with a head full of knowledge, and I don't even want to start talking about it right now because it's just this can go on for another 3-4 hours. But just realize, and this is really it, okay? And I'm actually gonna stand up for this. I'll stand when you're doing videos. They're like, yeah, we stand. I was like, why? Because the energy's better. So I'm gonna stand for this, okay? I'm gonna rearrange my camera because I've been sitting. Doing yourself a major disservice. You know what I mean? Because every person in this group, because like literally everybody in this group, whether you're watching this, whether you're on the team, whether you're not on the team, whether you're just here stealing some secrets, or you're here because you actually want to learn, or you're just kind of curious about what was going on, you have so much potential inside of you. And that was one of the things that I walked out of there with, because it's like, you see, and there were people, I mean, there were 20-year-olds and like 50, 60-year-olds. And I mean, there was a lady there who could have been my grandmother. I think she was 71. And this woman amazed me. Like, oh my God, dude, she amazed me. Like, she was just so tenacious with like learning everything. And it just inspired me because I was like, man, it's you know, because a lot of times, oh, baby boomers aren't technology. No, this was a 71-year-old woman who was doing capture pages and sales funnels and bridge videos and stuff. I mean, she was the sweetest lady in the entire world, and she was just, you boys, and you, thank you for hanging out with a nice lady like me. And I just every you know, she was fantastic. But that's kind of the thing. It's like everybody has a story, and everybody has a backstory. Everybody has something about your life, something happened to you where you're able to inspire somebody. You know what I mean? And it's like, and what's really cool is, and I hate to put you on the spot here, Matt, but it's like, I remember, you know, a while back, Matt, and I'm going to sit down now because actually my back's starting. But I'm going to keep one leg on the floor so I can chat. But anyway, but I remember when Matt was like, you know, Matt was like, I hate blogging, I hate doing this, I don't know what my niche is, I don't know what my why is. And I think one of the basically throwing hand grenades out into the world and, you know, trying to catch something. He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, you got to understand like who you're actually talking to. understand your market, understand your niche, understand. And this is kind of it, guys. And it's like, I can't tell you your niche. This is something that you have to really figure out why did you get involved in this? You know what I mean? Did you get involved in this just to make money? Because if you just got involved with this to make money, you're going to struggle. You know, and that was one of the, and this is why I keep saying that was one of the major things. But like literally, it's like if you just get into any type of business, just real half-assed, you know what I mean, in your message, in your vision, in your story, in anything that you do. Because I mean, and you know, and Russell's been on this tirade about this, and this is actually, I love watching him do this because it's just like, you know, I'm tired of this 500 a day formula stuff. And unfortunately, what a lot of like, you know, affiliate marketers and online marketers have kind of fallen to where it's like, I'm just going to hype sell and hype back anything up. Whereas like you ruin your reputation like that. I mean, like, or if anything, if you don't have a reputation, you kill any chances of anybody ever wanting to, you know, kind of join you or sign up with you if you're just hype with no real value, you know. And it's like, you got to give to receive, you know what I mean? You've got to give value to receive a following, you know what I mean? You've got to, you literally just, it sounds kind of so cliche, but it's like, it's almost like you want to pour your heart out, man. It's when you're extremely genuine, you're extremely real, and you're just yourself, and you can honestly like look all of your past failures and struggles and, you know, obstacles and everything that's ever happened to you, not and face them and admit them and come to terms with them. You know, that's really when you step into your power. You know what I mean? That's really, you know, it's like when you know, I don't really want to talk about that, or that's a sensitive. No, it's like, fuck that, man. It's like, get out of your own way. You know what I mean? Get out of your own way. Stop overthinking, and just like, and literally just start. Because we had all these little sit downs, and it's like, all right, cool. So what did you learn, and what's your commitment going forward? And it was like, and my commitment to myself was just like, you know what I mean, play big. If I'm gonna play, I'm gonna play big. You know what I mean? It's not, I'm not gonna play small. It's, if anything, it's just like, I'm gonna play big. And everybody that I talked to there, you know, the guys that are doing like serious work online, they're playing big. You know what I mean? They take their business seriously. It's like, for those of you guys that actually saw that live stream, that hangout, man, like, you felt the energy on that, behind the scenes on that. I wasn't actually watching it, but I know when I jumped in front of that camera, and thankfully, like, we've been doing webinars now for like a year. Like, I'm not nervous in front of a camera anymore, like whereas I used to be. You know, it was just awesome, man. It was awesome, and you realize that everybody is like a real person. You know, it's just because like we're marketing online, and just because, and I got something in my eye, but like, just because we're marketing online, you know, it doesn't take away the human aspect of this. And it's like, just be real with people. Don't try to tell people what you think they want to hear. You know what I mean? Because there are so many people out there that are just telling what they want to hear, that eventually it's kind of like, a lot of people just become numb to it, you know, in that sense. And it's like, there is